Good morning. Good morning, who's watching. And we're going to get started. This month's meditations are going to be themed on, or based, or focused on the heart chakra. Chakra, which is the energy wheel, the energy center that we have in this area. And there's quite a few attributes related to the heart chakra. So during the next few meditations, or during the next month in the meditations, you'll be learning different things about the heart chakra, but also learning different techniques. All right, so if you're sitting in a comfortable position, start to close your eyes and just take a few deep inhales, a few deep exhales. Just take a moment to connect to your breath. And one of the things that we tend to want to do straight away is to block the mind from thinking. And that's probably the most challenging thing that we can do, if not impossible. So rather than putting too much effort into something that it's not the aim, we don't want to stop the mind to think. Pay attention when the mind starts to think. Just notice that the mind got distracted with a thought. Just notice that the mind went somewhere, wandered off, rather than resisting to it and starting to get annoyed or frustrated because the mind is very busy and is already very active. So just take a moment here to bring your awareness to your breath and sit in that awareness of the breath, even if you get distracted by the mind. Sit in that awareness for a moment. And now we can start to bring our awareness, our attention, our focus into the chest area, into our heart center. And first of all, you're just going to scan that whole area with your mind's eye. Going all the way from the collarbones, around the chest, including the chest bone, which is between the rib cage. And rather than just vaguely scanning through this area with your mind's eye, take a bit more time. Take a bit more time to notice the nuances, the skin, the curves of the body, the clothing touching the skin, or maybe you don't have any clothing and you notice the fresh air touching the skin. So I'm going to leave you a few moments to do this. Of course, it's going to go silent. Don't worry, we are still here. And just take your time to scan through this area. And once you've done that, you can just have a 30 feet high view where you're standing kind of high up and you're looking down at your chest, and you notice the movements that your chest does as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Take a moment to notice this, looking from above, looking at the big picture, at the whole of the chest, the whole of the heart center, noticing the very gentle movements with your breath. And now we're going to add the color of the heart chakra, which is a green color. And you're going to just bring that color into your mind's eye, where you see the color green in the chest area, covering the whole of the chest. And you might even start, there's a few ways you can do this. So you can either pretend that you're painting your whole chest with a brush and color green, or with a pencil, a crayon. You can also just visualize the color green slowly filling up the whole chest, or almost like a light of color green that becomes stronger and stronger and stronger and fills up the chest area. So play with a few ways of filling up your heart center with a green color and see what works better for you. And now that your chest is painted with a color green, we're going to add more energy to it. And you will notice that when you inhale, the color green intensifies. And it can also project the color green out of your chest, maybe creating a reflection underneath your chin, into your face, into the ceiling. And then when you exhale, the projection of the light, the reflection of the light dims down. And you coordinate this lighting of the color green and the dimming of the color green with your breath. On the inhale, it becomes brighter, stronger, expansive. And on the exhale, it reduces down, it dims down. And you might notice that by coordinating the color with your breath, you're putting a bit more effort into breathing, into forcing the inhale and forcing the exhale. See if you can soften that. See if you can just let the breath come in and out naturally and still create this visual of the color intensifying and dimming down. And now you can just let go of doing anything. I'm going to spend the last few minutes of the meditation doing nothing and just being present. The meaning of being present is with our mind and with our body being exactly in the same place, being present to what's happening here and now. The body is physically present, always, but the mind is the one that usually tends to not be present. And in the next few minutes of our meditation, we're just gonna work on, but not too much. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't force it. But practice that muscle of keeping your mind and your body present in the same place, in the same moment in time, in the here, in the now. And you can slowly start to come out of your meditation by just bringing gentle movements into your body. You don't have to do anything too quick or too aggressive. Or you can also stay a little bit longer here if it feels good. Gently opening the eyes, letting the light come in, Have an amazing day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.